Collectibles! And today we're going to be looking at Iron Patriot from the Avengers Endgame. Man, has this been long awaited or what? This is a grail of an Iron Patriot War Machine type thingy. So as you guys know, we get this stuff day one, and it comes from Day One Collectibles. The link is going to be down below. Click on that link and you can get 5% off of anything off that store using code EZCZ. So thank you, Day One Collectibles, for the speedy shipping on this. So here we have it, Iron Patriot from Endgame. Now this is probably one of the holy grails of War Machines for me because it incorporates America with a massive boy, a chunky boy. So with that being said, it's empty. It comes with the usual styrofoam. I haven't unpacked already because it is just absolutely a doozy. Very nice box, a doozy to unravel. Very nice box. I like it a lot. Shiny Disney sticker, what we all want in a perfect little world, a Disney sticker. And all that who made it. And at the side, as you can see there, in the front, very beautiful box. Always with the Iron Man stuff. Very nice box. And here we have the Iron Patriot. Boom! Shkabity boom, buddy boo! It is amazing. I mean, it is massive. I mean, look at my hand and look at the size of this thing. It is absolutely massive with all this gear put on. Now, I've put most of the gear on. As you can see, this is going to be what comes with him, the extra guns and stuff. Take a look at that. I'm not going to attempt that on video because I do break figures. Yeah, it's very likely that I will probably break this. But with that being said, just take a look at how magnificent this guy, I mean, from head to toe, just absolute bestiality. And if you just look at it, look at the amount of detail and work Hot Toys did on this. I mean, I know it's been a while and we didn't really, I mean, we waited a long time for this. I mean, it was, I think, really like almost a year delay. But it's well worth it. The price tag, when you start to hold it and work with him, it's something else. As you can see, the base, as we're coming to it, those two things plug out so you can plug in those minigun looking things. And the Don Cheadle, Colonel Rhodes, Lieutenant Rhodes, what do you call him? Head sculpt, fully, first time. I think it was first time seeing a full head sculpt by him, besides the other Endgame War Machine, right? Very nice head sculpt. We'll go over everything in more detail. But oh my God, the figure is just a massive beast. It's just a massive beast when you look at it. I did expect a more metallic-y blue per se. We don't have that metallic-y blue, but I don't know what I was thinking. I was feeling like a more metal-looking paint app rather than this light blue, but it's not bad. It's nothing bad. As you can see, when you kind of move him, he's very wiggly up top. For some reason, he's like a jello-y wellowy back here. He's very wiggly, very scary. I do recommend you use the stand because that's what they're for. But just keep looking at everything this guy has to offer. Front to back, you can see these jet thrusters in certain areas. Just an amazing looking figure. It just looks really good. So let's go over the head sculpt. I want to show you the head sculpt real quick and how beautiful they've done that. So here that head sculpt is. I mean, just an amazing sculpt for Hot Toys. This was always a good sculpt. I mean, they didn't have to change it. I know it's been the same throughout the years, but is that something bad? No, because it looks absolutely amazing. As you can see, his head and the paint apps put into his hair as my camera tries to focus. But absolutely amazing looking head sculpt. I have no complaints on the head sculpt. I think it's perfect. I think it looks just like him. No need to revamp this like they do try with Robert Downey Jr. over and over and over until it stinks. I think this is perfect. Just beautiful, beautiful looking head sculpt. And then here we have the War Machine head sculpt, which the metallic-y paints that I was talking about earlier about the blue, here it is on the silver. It just looks so metal-like, right? It looks so good. It shines really nicely. I'm not going to put any of the light up features on him. Let me see if I can like pull back. Yeah, you can pull back the head and it unveils the whole battery compartment basically. But I'm not going to do that because I don't put batteries in mine because it's pointless. For 30 minutes of light up features that's not too bright and risk damaging. I'm so against the LEDs functions on Hot Toys, but here we have a look at the head. Very nicely done and painted. I really like it. Very, very nice. I love that sheen of the metal. I was hoping that was on the blue, but oh well. We don't get all of everything in one, so. And we take a look at his head sculpt put onto the armor, and it looks funny. I mean, this guy's suit is so big, you don't even know how his arms are even like attached to his human body. It doesn't even look humanly possible. But as you can see, the head sculpt put on him, very nice looking figure. All in all, it's a complete badass looking figure. I can't get over how awesome, and because when things are hefty like this, it's so much fun to move around. I mean, even these like big old shoulder pads, you compact him. Look how bulky he is. We'll go over what he looks like right here. It's just so bulky and nice. I absolutely love everything that's going on here. Now, articulation-wise, let me go through that. I'm going to take off a few pieces. I'm going to take off this piece, which is just literally hanging on for dear life. I'm going to take off this piece. Those do clip onto those little ball pegs, but I didn't really put them on hard yet, so that's kind of my thing. I'm sorry. So as for articulation for this guy, I mean, I'm kind of weirded out how we don't have ratcheted joints over here at the elbows. Is it something needed? I feel so. I mean, all the swivel and stuff is very limited to me because of the bulkiness of the suit, but I'm very surprised this doesn't have any ratchet joints in certain parts like this, being such a hefty piece. Now, the body swivel, I mean, golly, it's very hard to do, and ab crunches and stuff. It's just so many moving parts and stuff. This moves. This flaps open, flaps closed. These light up. That lights up. The chest reactor. Oh, let me show you that while I'm in here. How do you open this thing? All right, so there his chest. It looks like nanotechnology going on there. I'm not sure exactly what kind of technology, but those do light up as well. His chest lights up, these certain areas, and the LEDs light up. But very nice looking, even under the little chest panel. But like I said, not much articulation out of the chest. You can do a little bit of ab crunch. You can pull it apart for more, like that, like so, for more articulation. But to me, it doesn't really help. I mean, it helps in some forms of poses, but man, I just like to keep it clipped down. Legs do move. They have good articulation, but they don't really want to hold. That's why I'm talking about the articulation as far as ratcheted joints. You can pull the feet out, push it back in, and then the swivel. You know how the swivel goes, and then we have the nice ratcheted joints right here, my boys. I love that. And then the feet articulate and move. You got to lift this up before you actually start moving it. So lots of parts. Do we have toe articulation over here, guys? Do we have the toes that articulate? Do the toes articulate? They don't. Sorry. They don't articulate, but here's the bottom of the feet. But very good looking figure. Wow. This guy just has so much to offer as far as appearance. And it's a very heavy figure. So this is in dire need of a stand. Looking through here, we have his little minigun. Those little attachments that go on him, on that minigun, is in the box. I'm sure it probably opens up and stuff. But wow, that's so cool. It would be cool if they're all like die-casted parts, you know, but not everything is gonna be that cool. This does split. It opens and closes and stuff like that, so that's kind of cool. And other than that, it's just a badass looking gun. It's a red, white, and blue looking gun. I mean, what more do you want from that? Very nicely done. Paint apps are very nicely added. You can see a little bit of weathering and details, such like that. Do I wish it was a little bit more weathered than they have it here? Yes, because when he had this suit, he came out of rubble, and it was a pretty hard time for my guy. So we're gonna move our way down, go through the details on the back first, and then go to the front. Danger, you can see written right there. Plenty of little tiny, I guess you would say, Easter eggs on this. You have like written arrows and like looks like decals that's been put on him to designate certain areas of his suit. And then the back of him, here we enter where it looks like a jet's thrusters. I really like that. And then on the side of his leg, you can see X4 BBL. No idea what that means, but it's there, and it's attention to detail. I know Hot Toys doesn't deliver when it comes to shipping out figures, but when they do, it's a very nice looking figure. I mean, wow, right? And then you see the base here. It's that big old triangular base that we've got with, like, you can say Darth Maul, Neo from the Matrix, and stuff like that. Do I prefer this base for this guy? Yes, because he's humongous, but I don't like when they just print stuff on. I don't like that. I want a metal plate like they have on Darth Maul. I'm pretty sure they did it with Neo and the Matrix. You know, I wouldn't short out when it comes to figures like this, and Hot Toys does. I don't like that. I mean, to me, it just bothers me. But going up towards the feet, very nice design from the Endgame movie to incorporate this as the final battle war machine. I think they did a magnificent job as representing America and giving him the red, white, and blue. It just looks so good. Now, it does come with a lot of interchangeable fists. As you know, the pulse open hands and the posable finger hands. It's all in the box. I don't know why, but I just don't go through hands. And then moving up, you do see a lot more damage, like on his arms, like so right there. Very nicely done. Speckled damage, I'd call it speckled. And then metallic paint throughout. It's just very, very beautiful looking. I love that the silver looks like a real metal, but the blue, for some reason, I don't know, it looked a lot more crazier like a metal in images when the prototype was announced. And this one, oh, stop shaving. And this one, it just doesn't have that feel for me. I don't know what it is. It looks more plasticky than it does a metal. It's not too much of a complaint, but you know, it's a complaint. And here it is with the head sculpt on him. Very nicely done as to, oh, where's this little name right there? Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes. See, that's cool. It's very finely printed. And very nice looking head sculpt right there. Very nice looking head sculpt. I think they did perfect job. I mean, if you just start staring at this guy for a little bit, and you'll be like, oh God, that's him. That's Colonel Rhodes, man. That's Rhodey, right? So very nicely done there. And over here on the big giant shoulder pads. I mean, these things are massive. Look at the size of his head and the shoulder pad size, FF718. I think that's what it says. And then you have the U.S. Air Force, which I believe that's Air Force emblem. I don't know what force that is, actually. Don't force me in anything. And then all that stuff. So the chest reactor does light up and all that kind of stuff. But in all, a very, very gorgeous looking figure. I am very, it's very nice. I just like it. I am shocked that they didn't go through and put ratcheted joints in the arms, because the ratcheted joints are very important when it comes to these. You can't even turn the head too much because of the lack of posability on. See, this arm almost falls. It almost falls. That's not good because of the weight on him. But I mean, you get the point. There's certain things that Hot Toys does, and there's certain things that Hot Toys doesn't do. You know, nothing is perfect, I understand, but I feel like they could have added some ratcheted joints to this guy. Very good looking figure, though. I have to say, this figure probably gets a roundabout of a 9, a good 9. out of 10 for me. They should have added ratcheted joints to the arms here. Would have made for a better longevity. I mean, these guys, after time, it gets loose. So longevity-wise, they should have added ratchet joints to the arms, especially the elbows. And then we have the base, which it's not too much of a nitpick. I mean, I just want metal plating right here. I would have liked if they put metal plating right there. The amount of accessories that came with it is it's solid. I mean, it's good. You have these little Rocketeer thingies that goes on this back. It's fine. You know, it has enough accessories for a War Machine, and especially the sheer size. It's a pretty hefty price tag you have to pay for them. I can't remember the retail price. I don't want to state it wrongly, but for the price, I mean, you get what you pay for. This is a big chunky boy, and it being die cast on some parts, most parts, some maybe 70, no, 60, maybe 50. I don't know. I think it tells you the ratio on the manual, but I give it a 9 out of 10. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's a very nice looking figure, but it has a bit of like lackluster stuff. Like, why didn't you put ratcheted joints in the arms? I would have liked that, you know, it comes in handy. And then the metal plate, just come on, Hot Toys, finish it off, finish your line off nice and fancy. It would have been nice to have a metal plate. It would have completed his look and really would have looked very, very premium. It helps the figure a lot when you pay attention to the base, Hot Toys. We've been through that many times before. You charge a ton for the figure, but the base is kind of meh. Even the back of this guy looks simply awesome. But as I was saying, like the video, as I was saying since the beginning of the video, like the video, guys. It does help. Liking these videos helps me grow. That's your way to give to me right now. That's your way to give. And all kinds of shiny bits and pieces on this guy. It's very nice. I like it. Very pretty, fancy figure. And a lot of people are already saying it's going to be a Grail War Machine. So take that with a grain of salt. We usually never know what kind of Grail these guys are going to come out with. If this guy's going to be a Grail in the future or not, but I really do feel this is going to be a Grail of a War Machine. Tell me what other War Machine is so big and such a presence, you know? So with that being said, I think this is a good pickup. 9 out of 10. And if you like what you saw here at EZCZ Collectibles, make sure you subscribe, like, and share the video, because sharing is caring. You got to be Karen and ask for the manager. So yeah, I mean, that's it. I don't know where to end on this guy. He's a good-looking guy. He has a lot going for his future. I think so. This ain't the end game for him. He just started. It looks like his chest reactor is lit up, but it's not, because I don't do LEDs. Yeah. It looks like, it almost reminds me of a Transformer, like Optimus Prime. If you just look at his fist, just like, Autobots, roll out. No? Just me? Okay.